So here's the thing here. My name is Jim or Justice, either one you want to say, but I just got fired at, suspended, which means going to be fired because I filed a harassment complaint at work. Because I've been there for close to, in August would be a year. But there's a lady, every time I would do something, she would be bang. It's another employee now. She would bang on the doors. She would bang on, like I'd be in the bathroom. She'd be banging on the door. Let me in. But she said it in Spanish. Let me in. I need to use the bathroom. Like, okay, well, I'm in here. I'm thinking. Over and over again. Then she'll sit there and, I don't know, there's a lot of things. Would get me at the register now, in front of people, and would be like, he like you. I'm like, what? Like, basically get me in front of people and go, yeah, he like to other guys now. I'm going, yeah, he likes you. He really likes you. He this, or, just different things. But it was like, I went and filed a complaint. I'm going to take and read it to you all. And what I wrote. But I sent this in on Friday to corporate CVS. And now I got called in, and my boss, he let me go. And I'm like, okay, well, that's life. But I think if CVS don't do anything, I'm going to file a lawsuit. And that's honestly. Because nobody should have to deal with being harassed at work. You should not, your sexual orientation should not even be on the table. Should not even be mentioned at work. Nothing. Like your sex life that's somewhere else. That do not bring it to work. Don't sit and talk about someone's sex life. It's not good. People don't feel good whenever you do that. So no. And I'm going to my emails. Sent. Okay, well, this is what I wrote. I didn't write it. I didn't correct all my English, so just whatever it says to whomever it may concern. My name is Jimmy Parsley. I work at store 10969 on South Beach, Florida. I was writing because my coworker has been harassing me for a while now. I've been overlooking it for months. Then started to report it to my managers, which nothing was ever done about it. It's embarrassing talking to someone I work with about being harassed based on my sexual orientation and how I look. I have spoken to my managers a few times at this location, but today my manager threatened, and my store manager did today. He let me go, but the letter says here, the thing I wrote says, but today my manager threatened to have me suspended or possibly terminated for something that's not my fault. The harassment started about a month or two after I began working for this company, which is CVS. I have been targeted by my sexual orientation, my race, and also it's been like homophobic slurs, things said out to me by my coworkers. And my personal life is my business. I have been harassed mostly by one coworker, which is I named above. Her name's Odassis. A few times I've been in the restroom using it, and she's outside banging on the door saying she wants in now. Then when I leave, she says other things. When I see her again on the first floor, say, "Oh, he squats on the toilet." I'm not going to sit on that toilet. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit on that toilet. And making fun. I said it wasn't funny to me. Said, I get humiliated in front of customers when she obviously thought, who she obviously thought were attractive, and say things, oh, you like him, you want him. Sometimes after the customer would leave and all, I'd get called various names like gringo, which is very offensive. When you go look up what actually gringo means, it's not a friendly term. It don't mean, people think it means white, but it don't. If you go back to it, it just goes to the American thing. So even like black Americans, any American, like whenever they call you a gringo, it's not good. Orientation and how I look. I said, I have spoken to my managers a few times about this location. There has, then, here we go again. Okay, then when I'd say she says other things, when I'd see her again, she'd say, you squat on the toilet making fun. It wasn't funny to me. I get humiliated in front of customers. Sometimes after the customer would leave as well, I'd get called names like gringo, which is offensive. Faggot, gay slurs. I said, my life is none of people's business. She has came at me in every way she could. I said, I have overlooked her for months, but I'm not anymore. I've been talked down to in front of customers, and I have. Called crazy, and numerous times called, oh, you do cocaine, because I've got rosacea of the eyes, so my eyes are red. Says, oh, you do cocaine. Ha ha ha, along with the gestures of the, oh, and I don't. Making fun of my eyes, because they're red because of the rosacea of the eyes. I don't do coke or any drugs. I don't like customers hearing that, making them think I'm a drug addict. That's not good for me. It's not good for the company either. So, CVS, you need to start picking up your employees and start holding them accountable. And the managers are one of the main problems at CVS because they're not helping. And I'm not doing it. Said the gestures of it needs to stop. I might not be number one at getting care passes, but she shouldn't be able to do and say anything she wants to me without any consequences. Seems like the store's more focused on that instead of a calm, safe work environment of how some of the employees are treated. It's one issue after another. My hours has just got cut this week. It's not because of the hours, it's because the store manager, Kenneth, just hired a new guy and put him on for 5 hours a week. And I said, I just texted him and he didn't respond back. So yesterday, Ardacia and I was in the front register, which was this Thursday that passed. This is when this happened. Her name is Audacy. Said the music was so loud I couldn't hear the customers. So I turned down the volume each time I go to help with the customers in spite. She came and took the radio. She took it from the wall now. And she called me a few names. It didn't bother me at all. I don't care what she says. She kept talking about me. I told one of the managers, hey, there's a new guy at the register, and she needs to stop talking about me. I said, yet again, another fail because that manager didn't do nothing. She kept on. She kept on. So I pulled out my phone and recorded her harassing me. Or, well, she stopped whenever she knew I was recording, is what she done. Said I went on and I told her the music was too loud for me and the customers to communicate. I talked to the store manager a week prior about the same issue, and nothing was done. The manager called me and didn't give me a chance to explain, but I took a video of what was happening. He didn't give me the opportunity to say what happened. He was more focused on me recording her, which would prove she's harassing me. You can look at the video, and I sent them a video from 6/8/23. That's when it was. It was 6/8/23. At approximately around 3:18 p.m. Said there's a little bit more to the story. I'd appreciate if someone could contact me back about filing a formal complaint. I'd also like the store manager's work email. I'd like to start emailing him every time there's an issue. In that case, corporate CVS will have it on file that I have asked for help instead of letting it go or looking like I haven't asked anything. Then I just put my ID number and my telephone number. But I went into work today, and it was like I worked, and I seen the lady go upstairs, and I was like, okay, it's some young girl. Well, then they come to go to the office. Okay, well, whenever I went to the office, the lady was like, my boss said, hey, yeah, we're going to sit down. I said, okay. I knew there was like he wanted me to do the harassment complaint. I said, okay. Took me 7 pages. And after the 4th page is like, oh, that's enough. No. I was like, well, I said, do you want just what happened that day, or do you want every single time? Well, not every single time, but I wrote the majority of the places. Her calling me gringo all the time. Oh, look, American gringo. Gringo is real disrespectful. It just means it's like a really damn American that was in like other countries. Well, this is United States, and if anybody's a gringo, it's the people from outside the United States, not us. And the thing about her doing this, and I was like, no. Oh, él le gusta cocaine, él le gusta cocaine. And I'm like, no, I don't. Oh, you do the coke? No, I don't do coke. I don't like whenever you say it. I don't like you saying it in front of people. I don't like you saying it in front of customers. I do not like it, Audacity. Enough. I've had enough of her. Enough. Then her just like sitting there. Who twerks in front of, what employee sits there and twerks? No. Then on top of that, it's like I'd be in the bathroom constantly. Well, not always in the bathroom, but I'd be in the bathroom. I'd get there earlier than everybody else. So I'd get in, and then she'd bang, hey, oi. And I'm like, I'm in here. Hurry. I pulled it, like, hurry up, I need you. And I'm like, I just got in here. And that wasn't just one time, not twice. This has probably happened maybe 4 or 5 times she's done that. And the thing is, I would get there early, so I would go to the bathroom. I don't get there and then wait later and then go, oh, well, she can use the bathroom. Here, go. Everybody use the bathroom before me. No, that's the reason I come early, because I get prepared earlier. Then the guy starts like, she's like, oh, look, it's like, you are very, well, I'm just going to say it in English because my Spanish is not the best, but it's like, oh, he's crazy. And look at customers going, yeah, he's crazy. He's so stupid. He's crazy. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he is so ignorant. I'm like, no. And it's made me mad. Then she's got in front of some customers before, and one, it was like, bought some condoms, and she's like, oh, and it's Magnum XL, and she was like, oh, look, oh, so big, kind of big, big, and I'm like, oh, that's, you shouldn't be saying that to anybody. It's none of your business. Again, none of your business. Then after that, she go, oh, you want that big, and I'm like, and it is embarrassing. Like, oh, you want that big dick, that big, and I'm like, all right, stop. And then it's stuff like stuff being called faggot and marica, which marica is, I guess it's like one of those guys who's like, it's a gay thing. It's not, yeah, it's offensive, but it's like whenever somebody's like, hey, blah, blah, like making fun of somewhat how they act, and you really can't help how you act unless you're just one of those people. But she did that over and over again, and I talked to my brother, and my brother's like, that's harassment. You do know that that's harassment. And I don't know. Then I got threatened by her once because I was downstairs, and the radio that we always wear, I didn't hear her, and she was going up the stairs, and I was downstairs, and what she said in Spanish, but yeah, well, I've been calling you for 3 hours. Where have you been? Where have you been, stupid? Blah blah blah. Like all kinds of names. Where are you? Like she was mad. So I flipped out. I was like, no. I said, you do not talk to me that way. I said the radio, and the radio was broke. I didn't know it was broke. I said, you should have been calling me over the thing. Well, I've been calling for 3 hours. Well, it wasn't even my radio that was broke. It was her radio that was broke. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, it's my fault. Well, it wasn't even my radio that was broke. It was hers. Well, the company, the CVS radio was broke. And she got mad over that. Well, then later on that day, I was like, well, whatever. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. I was in the break room. She came up. I said, she speaks only Spanish now. But she's like, oh, well, you know what? She said, that's what it said. They'll get rid of you before they'll get rid of me. And hope you know that, but they'll get rid of you before they get rid of me. So because I've been here, so this is going to go my way. It's going this, and I'm like, okay, just leave me alone. And she was mad, and basically just saying, yeah, you know what, I'll get fired. And this was probably about 6 or 7 months ago. Probably about 7 months ago, or maybe more. And it's like, well, this. So I was like, okay, you know what, just overlook her. No, she's got some issues. So that was it. But it's like every time it's like another issue. Well, he does this, or I mean, you don't get in front of somebody and go, well, oh, he wants to have sex with you. Oh, faggot. But she's like, maricon. It's like maricon is basically the same thing as like a faggot, or it's like a bad name for a gay person or a homosexual person. And I've told the managers there, nothing gets done. Well, then whenever I talked to the store manager today, because he done the report, he said, well, how come you didn't say it? I said, I did. I said, but you're never here. And Kenneth said, well, yeah, I'm here. I said, no, you're not, Kenneth. I said, you're not here. I said, you're maybe here like once every 2 weeks, maybe twice. No, it's because you're not working every day. I work 5 days a week, and you're not here. I talk to everybody else here. You're not here. You're at other stores. Whenever you're supposed to be taking care of your store, you're neglecting your store. I'm getting harassed, and now I'm getting blamed, and you laid me off, Kenneth. That's the problem. So, he's like, no, it's not. And he came up with the rules like, well, you recorded her, and he read some kind of thing, a policy or something I never even knew was a policy. I was just trying to get somebody to stop harassing me is what I was trying to do. Video her and get her away from me. Get her away from me, I don't care. And instead, it got me fired, and she's still there. So, and I don't know if it's where I'm white, because everyone in the store is Hispanic or Latino, except for one guy from Boston, and then there's 2 black Americans. But everyone else in the store is Hispanic and Latin. But I just don't know what to think about the situation right now. And but I just decided to speak out, and maybe someone can hear me or someone can listen. Because, you know, it's It's wrong. It's wrong. But I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? So I got suspended, which means fired, because before they fired this guy named Horace. No, Horace. Horace was who they fired before. And they couldn't find a reason to fire him, so they said it was because of his shoe color. And I remember in the office when they said, well, the manager who's talking about the shoes we can wear later, this was a couple weeks later, so, well, you guys can wear any kind of shoes you want now, any color shoes, it don't matter, sneakers to work in, that's fine. And they said, didn't you just fire Horace for that? And they started dying laughing. The managers was there laughing, and I was like, okay, it's kind of stupid, but okay. Well, we needed this, so they made a reason to get rid of him. Now they made a reason to get rid of them, but I am fighting back. I'm going to fight back as much as I can. And I do got some surprises that will be happening if someone don't help me from CVS. So if they don't help me from CVS, then, I mean, somebody's going to listen. And it's not just one occasion, two occasion, three. It's a lot. And believe it or not, most of the employees in that store is racist. A lot in that store is racist. I've got stuff from Martin Luther King Day. You all would flip. You all would literally flip. I think probably a lot of people would probably boycott CVS over this. And I mean, this is blatant, like not like people go, oh yeah, racist, but no, this is racism 101 is what that was. I mean, it was bad. So I mean, but in that store, it's toxic. That Scarface store that's very toxic. The managers do not care. I told them, well, I told the other manager to do, but you didn't tell me. But you didn't tell me. I said, okay, well. But that's it. But if you can, just share this. If you can, just share this story. I really appreciate it. If you need anything or just comment or something, just let me know you hear me. And thanks, and I appreciate it. Bye.